Apologize.
Good.
How we doing?
Good. Tom, I'm sure you would have liked to have finished that game a little easier than overtime, but having said that, describe the play. I mean, Rashod Berry hasn't been here that long, obviously. He's got explosive speed. Like he said it was supposed to be a rub route to Mike and ended up going to him. Just take us through that.
Yeah, we had a crosser called, and they kind of, jumped Mike going across the field and left BP back there, and I just kind of picked him out of the corner of my eye and got it to him, and he made a great catch and run. So he's got great speed, and once I saw him in the open field, I was going to go, BP, run! And he did. But our defense did a great job there at the end of the game, holding him to a field goal, and then got him off the field there to start overtime and gave us a chance. And we made a couple plays, but we all know we could play a lot better than that.
Tom, congratulations on the 700th touchdown pass. BP says there's no negotiation, I guess, on this ball.
I haven't seen it, so yeah, BP will get something nice too. So I don't know where it went. I gotta look for it.
You've said a big reason you continue to play isn't so much about you, but it's for the guys around you.
Yeah.
And being able to set them and their families up for the future. Rashod Berry was cut by 2 different teams. And for him to go out there today, I mean, that was like what his shirt said. It was beyond his wildest dreams to have a moment like that. What's it like for you being able to be part of that and see a guy like him have that moment?
It's awesome. It's awesome because, everybody contributes when we win, and certainly when we lose, too. We win as a team, we lose as a team. And BP, we just added him here 3-4 weeks ago, and he had a really good role here a few years ago. And, just trying to get him to get up to speed with what we're doing, but it provides a lot of depth at receiver, and we have depth at receiver. But he made just a huge play for us. So great to see Mike play great, Chris played great. We had a lot of balls that were just we should hit the ones that we had there tonight. But it was a good defense. They really solid defense, one of the best defenses in the league. So glad we were able to play really competitive game, and it came down to just a couple plays in overtime.
Tom, your counterpart on the other side had a heck of a game, brought his team back.
Yep.
What were your observations on Josh Allen today?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's been kind of playing a really unique style, part quarterback, mostly quarterback, but he's got that running ability, and they give him a lot of quarterback runs, and he does a great job with it. He's got, he's a real threat back there. So it's very tough to defend. Our defense, I thought, did a great job there, and they got us the ball in some short fields on the Sherm's turnover. We got the ball on the fake punt, but just didn't do anything with it.
Talk about your own, for 3 first.
Tom, talk about your own scramble there. Head coach Ruzan's was saying, that's enough. We don't need him running anymore.
I know. Yeah, it's been pretty unlike me for a long time, but yeah, I kind of like getting out of there and making a couple plays. So one was a first second down play. There was a third down play. But yeah, I'd much rather hand it to the running backs. Let me just say that, or throw it to the guys who have much more talent with the ball in their hands than I do.
This is just the second overtime touchdown pass of your NFL career. First one since Troy Brown in '03. Just what the thrill is like. Yeah. It's the closest thing football has to a walk-off.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Has that ever happened before? That's right. That was in Miami too. So yeah, that was it's pretty rare, It was pretty, but it was very cool. It was very cool. I'd much rather not have it come down to that, but in the end, they all count the same, and we got to learn from it, and we got to move on, and obviously we're playing for, a division championship next week, which is pretty exciting for all of us.
Tom, did that feel like a playoff game out there? And what does it mean to have a game like that underneath your belt where you're able to find a way to win in the end?
Yeah, we needed to find a way because we kind of let them back in there with a bunch of plays that, were kind of routine plays for us. So, it's, again, execution is when it's good, we're tough to stop. And when it's not good, they don't have to do much. And, we had some plays there that were just too easy to make, and we didn't make them. But, in the end, we made enough plays to win, which is that'll feel good tonight and tomorrow.
Tom, Leonard talked about the bonds in that locker room and how often you all connect as men about things that have nothing to do with football. Yeah. How important is that to winning, that culture?
Well, I think just, caring about each other, and, we do have a great bond. It was a great group of guys and a really hard-nosed, tough group of guys, and they've answered the challenge, for the last, bunch of games that we played. So we just got to keep it going. We got to keep learning and try to keep making improvements, and this will be a huge week this week.
On the TD to Evans, you motioned Bernard outside, making it a trips.
Yep.
Evans is the inside guy.
Yep.
Did you read right away the safety had to cover him, and that's a mismatch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a mismatch anytime Mike's on basically anyone. without two people on him. So Mike had one on him, and that's an advantage for us. And I try to throw it up nice and high for him. He's one of the very few guys who can go up and make that play, and he made a hell of a catch. It was a sweet play by Mike.
Tom, Gronk had a tough run on that 2nd and 17 right before
Yeah.
the touchdown.
Huge.
To make it 3rd and more manageable. How much do you think that changed the defensive look?
Huge, huge. I mean, we went to 3rd and 17 to whatever. Yeah, so it was an amazing play, and he gets out and he gets rolling. He's tough to bring down too. So he played a great game. I wish I could have made a couple better throws for him, and so get back to work on it on Wednesday and see what we can do.
On a game when you have multiple records, do you keep both the balls, or like how does that work?
I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I don't think about those things. People kind of tell me they happen. That's pretty cool. I keep some jerseys and stuff like that, but yeah, it's pretty neat. It's just amazing to have so many people share in all those great accomplishments that obviously to me I feel like they're all team awards anyway. So anyone ever caught a touchdown pass, they're part of something pretty cool in NFL history, and anyone had a completion for that matter. So and obviously the guys that came before me doing it, like Dan Marino and Peyton and Drew and some other incredible players that I always looked up to. So it's a great moment. Thank you.